How I got approved for a $10,000 credit limit with no credit history. Getting approved for a high-limit credit card, especially with a $10,000 credit line, can feel like an impossible dream if you're starting from zero. That was exactly my situation. No credit cards, no loans, and no history with any of the credit bureaus. But despite that, I managed to secure a credit card with a 5-figure limit. And if you're in the same boat, I'm here to show you exactly how I did it and how you can too. This isn't a tale of luck or a loophole. It's a story about preparation, strategy, and leveraging the right tools and relationships at the right time. Table of contents: understanding credit basics. Why a high credit limit matters. Step 1, laying the groundwork. Step 2, using alternative credit data. Step 3, leveraging a high-income job offer. Step 4, choosing the right issuer. Step 5, applying strategically. The approval lessons I learned. Final thoughts. 1. Understanding credit basics. Before diving into what I did, let's talk basics. Your credit score is a number that lenders use to evaluate how risky it might be to lend to you. It's based on factors like payment history, credit utilization, length of credit history, types of credit, and new credit inquiries. Without any credit history, your score is essentially non-existent. That makes lenders very cautious because they don't know how you'll handle credit. That's why most people start small. A $200 secured card, maybe a $500 limit if they're lucky. So how did I manage to skip that and get $10,000? Let's dive in. 2. Why a high credit limit matters. Before going into the strategy, it's important to understand why I wanted a high credit limit. Lower credit utilization. The more available credit you have, the lower your utilization rate will be, assuming you don't spend more. Higher financial flexibility. Emergencies, travel, and business purchases become much easier to manage. Better credit score potential. A higher limit positively impacts your score if you manage it responsibly. Step 1, laying the groundwork. Though I had no credit history, I wasn't financially inactive. Here's what I had going for me: a stable bank relationship. I had a checking and savings account with a major national bank for over 5 years. Solid income. I had just accepted a high-paying job offer in tech with a $95,000 base salary and expected bonuses. No debt. I was living at home during my final year of college and had no student loans or auto loans. I knew these weren't going to be reported directly to the credit bureaus, but they made me look financially responsible to any human underwriter reviewing my application. Tip: start early by setting up accounts with banks that offer strong credit card options. Having a checking account in good standing helps build trust. Step 2, using alternative credit data. While traditional credit bureaus didn't have a file on me, I knew that some credit card issuers look at alternative data. This includes bank transaction history, income and employment, rent and utility payment records. I signed up for Experian Boost and Ultra FICO. These programs let you link your bank account and utility payments to simulate credit history. It's not a magic bullet, but when you have nothing else, every positive sign counts. Actionable tip: sign up for Experian Boost and Ultra FICO. They take minutes to set up and could give you just enough credibility to move the needle. Step 3, leveraging a high-income job offer. This was the biggest factor in my approval. When I applied for the card, I had just received a formal offer letter from a tech company. I uploaded this letter as part of my application to prove my income. Many people don't know this, but income plays a big role in determining your initial credit limit. Even if you have no credit history, if you have the means to repay, some issuers will take that into account. My offer letter included my base salary bonus structure. Start date: I also made sure to include my signing bonus and relocation reimbursement as part of my stated income. In total, my expected earnings for the year were about $115,000. Pro tip: always be honest on applications. If your income includes bonuses or expected freelance work, you can include that, but be ready to back it up if asked. Step 4. Choosing the right issuer. Not all credit card issuers are created equal. Some are very conservative, others are more willing to take risks on new applicants, especially if they're young professionals with strong income. 10. Final thoughts. Getting a $10,000 credit limit with no credit history is rare, but not impossible. It takes preparation, a clear understanding of what issuers want, and some financial maturity. If you're starting from zero, don't be discouraged. Focus on earning solid income. Keeping bank balances positive, paying your bills on time, choosing the right issuer at the right time,